Today we continue our discussion of the 8 internal disciplines we've identified as we discuss the next 2. Number 7, frugality and sacrifice. Frugality helps us come to grips with bad behavior that can make us ineffective for Christ. Practicing frugality means to abstain from using money or goods in ways that merely gratify our desires or our hunger for worldly status or things. In doing this, we learn what is truly necessary for the life that God desires for us to live. James 5:1-5 warns the rich not to spend their riches on things of this earth that don't matter, because frivolous consumption turns the soul away from eternal things that really do matter, such as worshiping God. Being frugal can be perceived as being enslaved, but in actuality, being frugal sets us free from material bondage. Plus, debt is sometimes involved and too often abused, and that's a problem in our culture. It can diminish our self-worth, cause us to worry way too much, prevent us from concentrating on all the blessings God has provided us, and may even prevent us from being able to help others meet their needs. Sacrifice is similar to frugality, but here's the difference. While frugality requires that we carefully spend from our excess over our needs, sacrifice requires that we give from our essentials, from our needs. It's forsaking the meeting of our own needs in order to fully depend on God to provide. This requires incredible faith. A perfect example of this was the widow who gave all she had in faith. You can read her story in Luke 21. Number 8, chastity and purity. Chastity involves abstaining from sex or sexual feelings and thoughts. In 1 Thessalonians 4:4-5, the Apostle Paul instructs us to control our bodies and to live in holiness and honor, not in lustful passion like the pagans who don't know God and His ways. We need to learn to not be controlled by sexual desires. And that's really difficult in our society today, isn't it? Everywhere you look, sexual innuendo is in your face. That's why it takes discipline. Sex between a husband and wife is a gift from God, but it cannot and must not control us. God must remain the center of a healthy marriage, prompting us to love our spouse in totality. The involvement between husbands and wives should be so deep that there can be no such thing as casual sex between them. Suffering from improper sexuality, thoughts and attitudes, can lead to adultery in the heart, as Jesus taught about in Matthew 5. Purity is the mindset we need to have to maintain our chastity. It's very difficult to practice purity because we live in such an impure world. That's all we're going to cover in today's video. Tomorrow we're going to conclude with the last 4 spiritual disciplines on our list. In the meantime, ask yourself which of these areas need some attention in your life, and spend some time today in prayer asking the Lord to help you grow in those areas.